So we are live. What's going on, everybody? I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite, and I do have a special guest tonight. This is my girl Danielle. She's going by Danny right now.
Hi
Okay.
y'all.
Yes, and she actually was doing an amazing conversation earlier today, and it was just talking about business ownerships, how business owners need to do right by their people. That's pretty much where I came in at, and I was like, oh, it's tight, but it's right. So from the perspective of I know what it's like to be a business owner. I know what it's like to be a booth renter. I know what it's like to be in the beginnings of my career as a braider. I know what it's like to be transitioning in life to just try to do more of what we may have been doing or kind of what we just found ourselves doing in the meantime, in between time. So, what better day than to have this special guest on here than this amazing Wednesday, Working Women Wednesday, fourth quarter? This woman been on her grind. Like, I told her, I'm truly proud of her because I've watched her like grind, figure some things out. Period, point blank, and now we both on here with respect to one another. So we about to have the most candid, raw conversation that it could be. May the Lord add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of His word. Because we are both mothers, hardworking women. I actually met Danielle from childhood. We know each other from childhood. But we'll get into that in a little bit. I kind of want to just go right into the whole business owners conversation on how you've been treated on your journey from just even trying to just become the licensed braider, and then we can kind of spin off from there.
Okay. Where do I
If y'all
start?
out there, say something. Let us know you can hear us because we about to go full force. Okay.
Um, where do I need to start from?
So your journey. How did you get to where you are today? Like, what are you doing? You're doing hair. You do have your license, all right?
well, yeah. I'm a single mother. I'm 33. I have a daughter that's 15. I'm from South Carolina. Um, have like I really want to get into like what I was talking about earlier,
Let's go.
but we're just gonna go ahead and
We
just
can
talk
shoot
about me.
straight in and we can double back later on.
Okay, yeah, because for real, because this really need to be said because people just they just don't know how to like how you want to be successful, but you trying to stab people in the back as a business owner. How would you want some support if you like basically out here don't giving a crap about the next person? It doesn't matter what color you are. You just have to have respect as a business owner. Like in black people, our own skin tone, they don't know how to respect each other. So that's why we collage and that's why we can't do business with one another because the next person want to eat, but then you don't want them to eat more than you do. Like I thought we was a team. We can't be a team if you're trying to go against each other. So like I'm just trying to figure out like where is that like where's the
So
standard?
what I love about what Danielle is saying, she trying to figure out a way to respect that. If you got somebody that's trying to work as a team member, why are you gonna be jealous of the ones that's coming in and they doing what they
Right.
supposed to
Like I'm
do?
not in competition with nobody. I'm not better than nobody. If I don't know something, I'm definitely gonna ask. I'll be aggravated until you tell me what it is.
Where
Girl,
was
where
Danielle in 2014 when I started Dynamic Hair Designs? Okay, I should have just ran and got her, but and the reason why
listen.
we having this conversation is because I had the total opposite going on my note, on my behalf. I would honestly try to give them the clients, help build their business, and it was not appreciated on my from my standpoint. I had some amazing people that I did work with. I never felt like I was better than anybody. I felt like I used to have to hold back some of my blessings so people wouldn't think that I'm using them for my for the come up when I'm in there working just as hard as you. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I would be told like, girl, you working, you two neck and neck with your people. That's why they not respecting you. And I'm like, well, I'm letting them know I don't mind getting down with the get down so they can know that I get down, because if I'm in here
It
with
come
you,
from the get down.
yeah, why would you not want me to come up? Because if I'm coming, then I'm gonna bring you. That was my whole intentions. And honestly, that was some of what slowed me down a lot, because I didn't have like-minded people. They may have smiled the part and might have even looked the part on the front end, but it turned the other way because I had the total opposite kind of go on with me in certain aspects.
No, girl, people they just so rude. I can't get with it.
So what was some of the mistreatment that you dealt with being a booth renter in a black establishment? Are those mainly the establishments that you've worked in?
Well, I had my license for like 4 years now.
Okay.
So like I've been doing hair since I was 15. But when I got out there, it's like, dang, like where the love at? Like, where's the love? Because I'm clearly come here to work with you, to learn from you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't showing me nothing that I need to like be like, oh, okay. Well, this is this and this and that. Okay, so my first experience was when I was still in high school, just getting out of high school, trying to get my license or whatever,
You ain't
because
gotta
I was
say no
going.
name. You ain't gotta say no name.
I'm not gonna say no name. So I end up asking her, okay, yeah, come on, like show me what I need to do. So she was like, okay, okay. So I gave her $25. She was supposed to give me the license. I didn't know how long it was gonna take. I was like, okay, I'm ready. So she was supposed to help me with the test, but instead she didn't help me. She just took the money and just like threw me out there on top of her clients. And like I only knew how to braid and like stuff twists and do some locks or whatever like that. But I wasn't into flat on and no, I didn't know none of that. You know what I'm saying? I only knew that when I went to school. So
Mm-hmm.
as me going into her shop, I used to do twists and locks for other people for her. So I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I'm still sitting in the shop. Like, so she was like, if state board come in, you got to go in the back and you got to make sure like you just here, with a client. And I'm like, what? So never know nothing about state board. So she was like, answer the phone if somebody called. I answered the phone. The lady was like, can I speak to such and such? And I was like, okay, she's not here. She's doing doing hair. So the lady was like, well, I need to speak to her ASAP. And I was like, okay, may I take a message? Then the lady was like, well, I need her to pay her rent because she haven't paid in 3 months. And I was like, dang, she didn't pay her rent in 3 months. Like, what? We need a shop. We need a shop. If we're paying booth rent every freaking week, we need lights, we need water, we need what we need. And people don't respect us as booth runners because at the end of the day, you got people out here. I've been in the shop where the lights got cut off. Okay. So like that is embarrassing. Embarrassing as a hairstylist because first off, if you're paying your rent, why is all these people here and this is going on?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
This some
Then
hard
you
truth, you
got
guys. This some hard truth, because I know the sacrifices that I made and the hell that I caught on the back end in my household, because I'm just trying to make sure what need to be done in the business done, because it's not going to be fair to the booth renter if this don't get done, even if the booth renter's not paying their booth rent. See, I had told them, if the booth renter's not paying their
girl.
booth rent, then it falls back on
And
the owner
and
because
it's
it
so
costs to be the
crazy.
boss.
It's so crazy how you could be like, oh, I need my booth rent on time, but when something is being requested, you are not on time with it.
Correct.
Like, if you want somebody to respect you, you got to respect somebody back. And that's just period. But at the end of the day, like you have so many people out here want to be bosses, but don't know how to act like a boss. Don't walk like a boss. You don't look like a boss. So why are you saying you're this, and that, third? Like, bro, I look like your boss. To be honest, I'm my own boss. But I'm just saying, like, nigga, I pay you to be in your shop. You're paying somebody else to be in their establishment. So where are we going wrong at? What makes you better than me? Because you have a building? I could get a
Correct.
building. You probably got a building without your name on it. But you so-called you a boss. Boss females walk like a boss. If you and gonna act like a boss, you're not gonna act like you're above somebody. You're not gonna act like you're beneath somebody. You're gonna act equally, and you're gonna help the next person to get where you're at. So that's
Yes.
my thing about business owners. And it's not only in the salon. You got business owners out here doing all types of stuff. Loyalty is everything. Money is nothing. It's nothing. If you don't got loyalty, it's nothing. So at the end of the day, like, I can't expect everybody to be like how I am. But yes, like, it's just crazy. It's so crazy. You got your shop owners that wants to be I guess they so it's a little thing. Oh, this is my shop. Like, who's trying to take over your shop? Who's trying to take over your shop? Then, like, they probably got a problem of you being there late or something like that. Or you making more money than them, or like, it's just crazy. I've been in the shop where a lady was like, "Well, you selling drugs?" Like, what? Bitch, I never touched drugs. What are you talking about? She was like, "Oh yeah, you be here too late. I done rolled past. You had like 5 cars." Like, what? I'm doing hair. What are you talking about? So, like, me, I can come in. I work 6 days, 7 days a week. That's Monday through Sunday, nonstop. Tip, you know me. Like, hair is my life. If somebody call me at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, "I want some micro braids," guess what? I'm gonna be there 8 o'clock, and we're gonna get the micro braids in your head. Like, what? On a Sunday. So at the end of the day, money don't stop. But respect is everything. And people don't got it. People don't
Mm.
got it.
So she done said some great things. If y'all want to chime in, feel free. One of the things that stood out was loyalty. That is very important. These are like some core values. That's why we coming on here. It's super uncut. Danielle know me from chat, like when we was just running the streets, children. So y'all already know if you ain't ran in these streets with me when we was like little Tina Barber's little churn, okay,
Sure.
you you got to know where the Lord done brought people from, because to be able to hear her express this is very important. That's why the whole Braid Like a Boss is really of course it's a movement, women reclaiming their pearls, queens bossing up, being about that business, because at the end of the day, you got to call it like it is. And as a business owner, it is conversations that can be had from the business owner perspective, but you got to listen to the booth runners too, because if you have somebody that's willing to come into your establishment, willing to do the work that they need to do to mind their business, to build what it is that they're trying to build, the least we can do is offer a helping hand. Because guess what? Everybody not as humble as Danielle. I know Danielle for quite some time. So it's a level of humility that she do have. It's a level of upbringing that she do have that a lot of people don't have. Now, we gonna get into a little bit of that club life, nightlife action in a second. But see, sometimes people try to judge a book by its cover. They don't know what people done went through. They don't know what people are going through. They don't know where people came from. And then you got the audacity to try to add on, drama and chaos and jealousy and envy and all of that. When somebody coming to make their money and they got children to provide for, they coming into a place to have a positive, a safe environment. Some people may bring in some things that need to be addressed, but you can't judge and think everybody's going to do that, because maybe you assuming, or maybe somebody done told you something about one of your people that's working with you. That's where it comes in. If you the boss, if you the owner, then the same way you hired them people and took their money to come into your establishment, call that same town hall meeting and say, we need to talk. Let's go to lunch. Because I don't like what I heard. I don't want to believe what I heard, but before I take their word over yours, let me see, You know what I'm
That's
saying? Let
right.
me get it from the horse's mouth, because that's how you keep loyalty. That's how you establish relationships. That's how you establish trust. And that's how you build longevity in this industry, because it can be cutthroat. Okay, and only the strong gonna survive. It's a lot of clickiness going on in the industry. It is what it is, you know. But you gotta be able to know who you are, so that way you don't fall under pressure. Another thing Danielle said, she was talking about respect. Now, one of the things that I would get, even right now, like I'm just myself. Danielle super duper dolled up, got her my favorite color on, got her lashes and everything popping, shadow popping. And I remember one of the girls told me, "Well, you not who you are on Facebook. You don't." I said, "Well, dang, that was from a photo shoot. You know, like every day, I'm not about to look like my
Right.
photo shoot picture." I was like, "Wow, that's super disrespectful." When you seeing me in the day to day, you seeing me in the before hours, in the after hours of the grind, like. I'm grinding though, and I'm putting money in your chair. So how dare you try to make me feel like I need to come in here high stepping on you? When no, get this money, be
And
here. You know
that be
what
the
I'm saying?
problem. That be the
Yeah.
problem. They try to go against you instead of going with you. And then on top of that, like they act like they better than somebody else, or they feel like we come in there like we better than them. Like, no, like we all here to make money. We all here to trying to feed our families. So like,
Let's eat.
what's the problem?
Let's eat. Like, let's eat and be merry. My boothfriender experience, I'll share a little bit about my boothfriender journey was pretty good. Um I've 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 done some of the crazy things. I've done some crazy stuff in my boothfriender years, but and I've experienced some stuff in my boothfriender years, but I love, and that's what made me wanted to do this with you today, because even when I was being mistreated in one situation, because I left a situation where I had like a lot of favor. Like the
Mm-hmm.
price was good. I did not have to leave, but I wanted more for my business. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted more to I wanted my clients to be in more of a professional. It was a certain environment I wanted my clients in. And the owner in the next place was younger. And but the grind was there. You know, I knew the look was going to be there, but maybe some of that disconnecting and all of that would happen and all of that. But it came with it, and I still paid my way to the door. You know what I'm saying? I still honored that owner, not even knowing that I was going to go into a brick and mortar establishment to be an owner myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that I did that, because God blessed and rewarded me from the seeds that I put in on just paying my way, being, you know, regardless of what, even if I had to go minister on a Saturday, if that boofer was due that Saturday, I still made sure it was in, because I'm like, ooh, I don't want to go back, you know, to acting like where I done grew from. Let me still respect this owner. And then boom, when it was my turn, I went through some hardship, but it's a lesson now, you know, because I'm like, I'm reaping still the stuff that I sown, you know what I'm saying, as a booth renter. And now I'm able to scale out and then offer more training and help, you know, people that want to get that license, they actually get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They
Mm-hmm.
actually get it. If they give me those $25, I let them know what is going towards, and they're able to get that licensure assistance,
Right.
and
That's
it's
what
able to, yeah, help
that
them.
that's good. But you got to know who you trust, because you got listen. People would people would get over you. Like $25 ain't nothing, but I'm just saying, like, it
Yeah,
was something then.
correct.
Shoot, my license was more important than that $25 if I look at it, you know.
Yeah,
But
because that's something you wanted to do, to be a professional braider. You wanted
right,
to be professional. And I feel like a lot of people like to do stuff underhanded, but why not give somebody the whole cookie? Don't give them a piece. You want to do
right,
this? Here you
right,
go. Here's your license. I'm gonna help you fill this paperwork out. I'm gonna show you how to fill it out. I can help. I can turn it in for you, but you got to be willing to do your part. Like I feel like the industry need more people like you. Like you have a level of willingness a lot of people don't have. A lot
right,
of
right.
people, yeah, a lot of people not willing to say, okay, I can do my own thing, but if you're willing to teach me something, I'm willing to learn, because a lot of people feel like they know it all too.
Girl, girl.
What you think? What you want to say about that? Go ahead.
First off, they don't know crap, to be honest. They don't know crap. Okay. Listen, my mouth is like water. I can give a damn what somebody think. Okay. I don't care about what nobody think. Okay. But at the same time, like, bro, if I'm paying boyfriend, I'm gonna tell you what I feel.
Yes.
I'm gonna just tell you what I feel. And it's no disrespect, but it's just me being a boo friend and I'm paying you. So I got all much. I can say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Either you want me in the shop or you don't want me in the shop. You don't need me because clearly I just need a shop to work in.
And a nice chair. That was some of the things you were saying. Like, you just want to say, hey, can I get a better chair so my clients can sit right?
Listen, you got people out here be like, oh, this is my shop, this is my shop. But why your chair ain't working? Why you ain't get us no clean chairs, no good chairs? You got us some old dust down, got to spray WD-40 on it just for it to work. Like, no,
Listen, that's important,
no.
owners. Owners, if you're
Then
out there, if you're
then you
listening,
charge so much money for booth rent, but what we really paying booth rent for? What we paying booth rent for? You have this many people in your salon, and you telling me that this not working or this can't be fixed? Like what?
where the money going? Where the money residing?
Exactly. And black people do not like paying for anything. They will let their shop go down hills until they start fixing something. Like why? Why? If you ain't comfortable, what makes you think the next person gonna be comfortable with the same, bro? See, that's why people don't like me because I'm so straight up. Like I'm really gonna tell you if I'm paying booth rent, I got. I'm gonna always say that if I'm paying booth rent, I got all to say so. I ain't got to say so if it's rent, but I got to say so because I pay rent here.
And I feel like she got a point, you guys. Y'all can chime in, because you gotta respect somebody that's in your establishment. That means they respect your establishment enough to partner with you. You don't own the booth renter. They are
That's
partnering
right.
with your
I am my
brand.
own boss. I make my own money. I put on the same.
Yes.
I put on the same clothes you put on, or I put on the same outfit or pants, whatever you want to call. We put on pants together.
What I like,
Doggone shoot.
remember when you were saying you question yourself. Okay, that stood out. You was like, let me see if it was, remember you was saying, it was a part where you was saying I had to make sure I wasn't tripping. And a lot of times people have to double check to make sure they're not tripping, when the whole time it's the person that's in the leadership role that should be leading by example. Okay, so you do got to check yourself. If you're a business owner, are you in it just for the money? Are you in it for the heart of the people? What's your reason for being in something? Because that really is a reflection of how you run your business.
I, I don't
What
I don't think like this. It's one girl. She in Columbia. I ain't gonna call no names, but it's one girl that she do some really really good hair. But she is a shady business owner, hairstylist, and boy, if I was back in the days, I would have had called state board on half of these business owners and got their shop shut down. On my daughter, I would have. But at the end of the day, people need to eat. And I'm thinking about how this world is right now. Like this world is not getting no better. So at the end of the day, we don't know when the freak we're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for you to be so mean and harsh, like that's crazy. That's so crazy. So that's why I don't deal with that. I keep away from that because let's go back when I used to be little. I was I grew up in the church. Okay, I grew up in the church. You know this. I used to be the little girl that always be quiet or whatever. Didn't get in no trouble. Um, and it's crazy how life is. Like it's so crazy. But yeah, I grew up in the church. Growing up, met people, didn't really do nothing. I had to come in the house before street lights come in.
Early, straight. Had to be
Had to
in
come
the
in before
house.
street lights come in.
Yep.
So, I ain't had friends, but it was just one particular time when Corinda, we went to Elcon Middle School. Corinda, it was this girl. I'm not gonna call her name because she's from Columbia too, but she probably remember this too. Um, one of the little girls had smacked at my sister. So me taking up for my sister, I'm the little sister, but I'm taking up for my big sister. So I done got smacked up. Didn't know nothing about fighting, but I just knew don't put your hands on my sister type stuff. So like me getting run over and then me taking over for myself and a change. So
Yeah.
like I used to from church to the strip club. That's how it went. From church to the
Mhm.
strip club. So I never really had to deal with anything when I was a little girl. But as me growing up, knowing that I had to fend for myself and nobody was
Mhm.
gonna fend for me, and I had to make sure that I come out a situation, a situation,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna handle that. But um being in a strip club situation just changed me. Like from that sweet little girl to like, oh, you back in you in reality, you in reality. And how did I get into the strip club? It was like my daughter was born, and I needed some light bill money, and I knew I couldn't go to my mom and my daddy, so I don't keep nothing from my mama or my daddy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to dance. I didn't know anything about doing none of this. I just know I used to be in a club, but I used to see naked girls, but I ain't never thought I would be dancing. So I ended up going to the club. Girl, first night I made $50. I had paid 50. I paid $50 to get in the club, which is tip out, and then I made $50. So I was like, all right. But that was my first
Broke
night. I
even.
was
I broke
nervous.
even.
I was nervous. So as me going to the club or whatever, the next night probably 150, $200 night. Then the third night I went, girl, started making thousands of dollars. That was at Stilettos on Two Nights Road. So like it started getting fun because the money was coming in. But now 2020, not 20, well, I'll say 2019 or something like that. That's when I really started getting to know myself. I was going to the club for no reason. But as me going into the club, it really changed me because the energy in the club wasn't the same energy that I had when I walked in there. You know what I'm saying? So I came from being a church girl, still a church girl, but I'm in this field. Like, where are you? Didn't know nothing, just lost. Just lost. So I'm sitting here like, okay, you're in this club. You're going to the club for what? You got what you need. You got exactly what you need. So why you still in here? Girl, it was a night. This was when I really, really was like, yo, bro, I'm tired of this. Like, I had to fight. I got a drink poured on me. Like, I got bit in my face. I got makeup on, so you can't really see it. I got bit in my face because like, Tip, I'm not playing about nothing. Nobody's not gonna put their hands on me. You know I'm gonna handle me. Anybody know that? But I'm the sweetest little person you could ever meet. But don't push my button. Don't think that I'm not going to listen. I don't talk. Don't talk at all. So I just kept getting in fights. I just kept getting in fights. And it wasn't me. Like I had to come home and I had to explain to my daughter, or my daughter hit me gospeling on the phone, or whatever like that. Like, oh yeah, I done beat somebody up, or this happening, this BB, this like no. That it was like a cycle. It was like a cycle. It was like a cycle. And I was like, what the freak is wrong with me? So then my daughter was like, Mom, you need to get out the strip club. She
God
just
done
kept
used the
talking to
baby
me.
to tell you.
She kept talking to me, and I was like, why does she keep telling me to get out of the strip club? Now, mind you, my daughter don't care nothing about nothing. She just want her mommy. So it was one night where I was fighting, and my shoulder came out of place. Listen, that just took me all the way out. I was like, I was like, oh no, we're not fighting no more. Listen, I got to go. I got to go. So it took me 2019 to say a prayer in church, in a club. And I just kept praying to myself. The night I met my boyfriend, the night I met my boyfriend in the strip club, and it was like probably 2 weeks before the strip club even closed down for good. But I just told God, I was just asking God, I was like, get me out the situation. I just want somebody to like treat me good, and I just want a husband. Like, but not knowing that I know He hear me, but I'm in a club. You know what I'm saying? But God hear you in any situations that you're in. Okay, I'm gonna just say that God is so good. Okay, God is so
Yes.
good. But I just kept praying to God. I was like, God, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I end up I end up paying $80 to work, and I made $80 back. The next night, I paid what, $50 to work, made $50 back. And I kept saying, ain't no way I'm not making no money. Like, it was so funny to me. And I was like, bro, and I didn't have to dance. I didn't have to dance. I swear to God, I did not have to dance. But I just kept going there for what reason? I just kept asking myself. So then it just went from there, and I was like, forget it. Forget the strip club. I ain't been in a strip club in 4 years, but I tried it. When I tried it back, it was like,
It
bro,
ain't the same. Like it's
what are you
over.
doing? What are you doing?
You don't
What are you
belong
doing?
here.
You can look cute in the house. You can put your lashes on in the house. You can wear your makeup in the house. If you want to sip on some drinks, you can sip on some drinks in the house. If you want to throw some dollars to your dang on self, you can throw some dollars to your dang on self. Okay? Like being in the strip club, then on top of that, like the strip clubs ain't the same no more. Like you don't know if you're gonna make it out the strip club anyway. So that was my biggest like fear. Like I've been in Crush when the girl got shot on her shoulder. Like
Mm.
it's a different atmosphere. So that's where I get my form like my aggression from. Okay, like raw. I had to like turn into a doggone line of tires and bears type thing. But nah, for real, like that strip club changed me to who I am. Like I wasn't never so beastie and so oh, I'm gonna beat you up, or like it was my hand itching. Hopefully I got some money.
Look
My
at
hand
us,
was
so
itching.
old. Y'all can hear when we been raised. We so old fashioned when we start saying that.
Ah!
So this, let me tell y'all. So first of all, that was some super real transparent stuff because a lot of people just don't know how. Like I be telling y'all, like when you be we listen, I grew up too like that. Like street lights, we in the house. Street lights, we in the house. Girls play with the girls, boys do what boys do. Get your butt in this house and don't play. But the crazy thing about Danielle, like your situation versus mine, I think by the time I met you, I was already in a season to where I was about to get permission to start like hanging out at the little teen clubs. So all of the club scene, what you probably started doing, I had a head start on you. And the funny thing when you were saying your story, I had a night or two of that life too, real quick.
I never knew that.
I know. And let me trip you out. Let me trip you out. What's so crazy? I was like, I called my brother on my dad's side. Cause this one, everybody was going to Orangeburg.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, out of respect to my brother, matter of fact, I called my brother and my BD. I called my baby daddy. I said, I'm about to ride down here. It was a spot. I can't think of the name right now. In Orangeburg. Everybody from the Met would ride down. So just in case y'all see me, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what this about to be like, but I'm about to see something.
Girl.
And I was like,
funny.
I be laughing because, I was already doing hair and it's nothing to, making sure they hair and everything ready for the night. We was already going to 54. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, well, ain't nobody gonna go there. We gonna go hit the road, go to the bird, because we be in the foe. We be in the foe. And I told my brother just so that way if anything would have popped off, but girl, I was like, child, I ain't about this life. When I knew it wasn't gonna work was when I was ready to go, because I was ready to go at like 1 something. Now, mind you, we go out and we'll stay out till the sun come back up. But at 1, I was ready to go, and they was like, no. I was like, the devil is a liar. If I'm ready to go, I already paid the tip out. I'm ready to go. We already got about a 45-minute ride. And they was like, no. So I'm in the dressing room. Like, I don't know how these girls do this, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I don't
know about Tip.
Huh?
Oh man, I can see you right now.
I was ready to go. Girl, that thing was short-lived. It was so short-lived. Cause my little self, I'm like, child, no, ain't nobody got time. It was a girl came through they hunting, shook the I said, oh, she about to make it all tonight, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, but this is
no, you good. You good. But like that lifestyle, because I mean, like I said, we was up in I don't know what year I had already done probably not. I already probably left off the scene. But what's so crazy when I left off the scene, I remember when I went back with my ex. And that night when we was in 54, because everybody wanted to do the little welcome home, come on out, pull up, come to the club. The strip club was like a normal thing for us. So before I even got back home, my homegirl was like, oh, I heard you was at 54 last night. Like, mind you, I already done gave my life to the Lord. And the crazy thing about that when I did, the Lord was speaking to me in the club. It was around the time when Waka Flocka got out. But I was like, oh, well, I'm going to 54 too. You know, this my man. I'm going with him. They done sent the word back snitching on me. Like I ain't grown.
So dry snitching.
Girl, they was like, tell her she don't belong in here no more. She don't even look like us anymore. You know what I'm saying? I said, see, that's when you know God is good, because I was in a place that, remember when you said you tried to go back and it didn't feel the same or whatever like that, like it's not the same. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in here, I'm in here with my dude, but that's a sign, anything that try to take you back to a place where you've already been delivered out of, like, just stay out, because you don't know what's going to go down. You don't know if it's going to be a shootout, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a shootout.
Right, exactly.
9 times out of 10, it's going to be a fight. 9 times out of 10, them bullets ain't got no name. So if you got a child or whatever you got going on, you trying to make it back home, do what you need to do at home. Right. Or get around some people that's going in the direction that you now want to go in, so that way you can stay in that direction. It may seem like you're missing out on something, but it's a lot of people that was dying, leaving the clubs. A lot of people was dying inside of the clubs. People could have died the night before, and we right back in there, I'm saying, the next night. Like this is normal. We've normalized high risk, living. And then after we come from out of that type of situation, it's like, okay, well, I'm trying to do the right thing. So that goes back into the whole conversation. Ain't nobody trying to do the right thing, build a career, and then got to deal with the jealousy or the drama inside of there. Because if that's what you really wanted, you would have stayed in that type of hostile environment, that type of lifestyle, because it can come either way. You never know, but you're expecting it to be better than what you just left.
All right. Then like that just goes back to like respect too, because when you in a strip club, it's a whole different ball game, and that's basically what I was talking about. Like when you in the strip club, like you got girls that want to go against you, they want to look better than you, they want to look a certain way or something just for the attention of the guy. Whatever makes you feel happy, you do it. You don't do it because the next person wants you to look like this or no. And that's what some people get so twisted in their head when they get in the strip club, because they ain't got a mind of their own and they trying to follow up with the next female. Like when I came in the strip club, you know what I had on? A freaking ponytail. A ponytail sitting right here with a poof ball right there and some doggone stud earrings, no eyeshadow, no eyebrows, no makeup, no nails done, no toes done. Like that was just me. I always wear tennis shoes. Always wear tennis shoes. I didn't have no reason to look like. I mean, I was a girl. I was a girl, but I'm not a girly girl. I feel like that's a girly girl thing when you wearing heels. You got to put your makeup on. You got to do all that stuff just to make you. What? Then I changed my name to Moneymaker. Like I changed my name to Moneymaker. My name was Moneymaker when I first got there, but I started living my name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Like
I came here to make money.
right. So I changed that, and I changed the strip club into being a hairstylist. That's when I became a hairstylist. When I was going, I was in school while I was doing dancing, but in being here now hairstylist.
How
So
do it feel? 4 years. You said it's been 4 years since you danced.
yeah,
How do it feel like 4 years in? Like literally, I believe you're in a pivotal moment. That's even what probably triggered that conversation today. So, how do you feel like now sitting in this moment, just reflecting back on how far you've come?
well, let me just say this. I do be thinking to go back, but it's not worth it to go back. But how I feel, I'm very grateful that I got at that situation. Because when you in the strip club, sometimes you get lost. And any female can say this because at the end of the day, some people have to fall back from the strip club just to realize who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't and you just keep going and don't even think about what's going on around your surroundings, like something bad can happen to you because you're not focused on anything but the club and the money. And that's just the devil footstep. It's going straight to the money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you can get money any type of way. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know how to get it and respect to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just go and take somebody else's crap. You know what I'm saying?
you
You
got
gotta
to
go and
work
get
for it.
yours. But
So, what makes you want to go back sometime? What is it?
it's not no bills. It's just that I missed it. I miss it. Like I just be wanting to be in the atmosphere. Is what I. That's the thing. I be wanting to be in the atmosphere. And then when I do go to the club, I be spending more money when I go to the strip club because I hate to sit in the strip club. So like I ain't got it like that, but I definitely ain't about to sit there and not have fun while I'm out there. So
So
I'm
it's
going
the
to spend money.
fun. You like
So
the
when I'm there,
fun.
I'm like, okay, I'm seeing all these girls making all this money. Like, yeah, I want to get on the floor too. I wish I had my dance band and I'd be working. That's how I say. I wish I had my dance band. I wish I was working. So yeah, and it'd be hard too, and that be the test too. Like he'll put you in that same situation. God will put you in that same situation to see what you'll do. And is you gonna bite the fish? Is the fish gonna bite the dang on worm or it's gonna keep swimming away? So like, yeah, that's basically what it is. Like
You're choosing to swim away.
for real. Like if you ain't focused on whatever you focus on, bro, that thing would go and slip right on underneath your dang on finger, and you ain't like you don't know what happened. Like 5 years is like a year in time. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 years go by like that. Before you know it, we'll be in something else, another dang on virus or something in the next 5 years. So like it's just crazy.
So where do you see yourself, or what are you working on for next year? What are some of the things you are focusing and honing in on now as we're closing the year out? So that way you can keep on swimming away from that fish.
Well, I could care less anything about that. That fish is gonna keep swimming, okay? That fish is
Uh-huh.
gonna keep swimming. It's gonna make its way, okay? But no. Um First off, I want my own trucking company. I
Okay.
definitely want to do that. I'm definitely going to be continue doing hair. I want to be a mobile stylist, or whatever. Go like from city to city, town to town. Um, and I'm working on getting some land
Okay.
so I can get some stuff started. And that's basically where I'm at. I ain't really doing nothing big. I don't want to do nothing big. I'm grateful for where I'm at. I'm not trying to be on top of nobody. Like I'm good. I just want to drive trucks or even just own my own trucking company and keep it moving. Like it's nothing. I ain't trying to be big. I ain't trying to be on top of nobody. I just want to live. I just want to have something to leave my daughter with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to work on her and getting her a job and working on her credit and so she can know. That's why I keep her focused. Like my daughter is a good little girl. I keep her
Yes.
focused and I have to keep her focused because if she not, that world is gonna take her and slip her right on the way away from me. And I can't have that. So I have to stay focused for me as being a mother. And I have to respect myself as being a mother so my daughter can respect herself as being a young lady.
You talking
So
good.
like I am when I walk out my door, I represent my child. When my child walk out this door, she represent me. So if you embarrass me, I'm gonna embarrass you. It is what it is. Like so and I only have one. I only
Correct. I
have
was just
one.
about to say, let the people know you just got one, right?
I don't have one. But everybody else kid is my kid. Like everybody else kid is my kid. I treat everybody else kid like my own. Anybody know me, they know I love kids. Like I love kids. Doing kids hair, everything. Like bring your kid over here and they hell be in some ponytails, I'm gonna wash it and do it all over again. That's just me. Like that's why
Good
I
evening,
like to be
Monica.
at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I can't be at peace, I can't think right. And I can't think as a mother and I can't think for my child. And I can't think about no, I need to be at peace. So being around all the negativity and that stuff, I couldn't have that around my child because she was getting older. And I don't want her to think like, okay, well, mama, like you doing this, like, but if I'm at the club every night, who's gonna watch my child?
Correct.
Who's gonna get her up in the morning? Because I used to be in the club from 9 o'clock at nighttime till like 9 o'clock
Then
in
there's
the
Mo.
next morning at Club Faces. And I know everybody know about that club. So yeah, that's not my life. That's not my life. Like people not making it home. Let me tell you a story. I was at Club Faces. I was leaving Leroy's. I was at Club Faces, and I kept dozing off in the club. Like, but that was my life. Like I go to work and come home. That night I just went to work. Then I had to ride with my homegirl. Then, she wants drinks after drinks after drinks after drinks. And it just didn't stop. So it was daylight. It was daylight. So I was like, I'm about to go outside. So it was a fight broke out. Broke out. But she kept saying, Danielle, don't go out though because they might, no, just don't go out there. So I'm like, bro, I'm sleepy. Like, so I don't know what happened. She just kept saying, I'm gonna get one drink. So I stayed in there and I waited on her one drink. Girl, when we went outside, girl, the whole car was shot up. Guess whose seat was shot up? Girl, my
Yours.
seat was shot up. What if I would have went out that door
Just go
that
to
night?
sleep.
Girl, when I said that it was a bullet in the headrest.
Oh my God.
It was a bullet here. And I know something back here would have got hit. Because, of course, you're
Jesus.
going to lay like this. I'm in the passenger seat. So the bullet hit here. It went from one door and came through another one. Girl, yes. So I remember like it was yesterday. So I cherish my life. People play with their life sometimes and they be trying to be in the bull crap, but it's not time to look at fights no more. It's not time to be looking out trying to video stuff no more. You just don't know where the bullet's flying.
Correct.
You just don't know. So I have to make it home to my daughter because I'm the only parent she got. She have a sperm donor, but I'm the only parent that she got.
Yeah, the
And
active
I make sure
parent.
it happen. Okay? I gets it done. So yeah. So this is why I have the attitude I have. because I came from a long freaking way. From a long freaking way.
I'm proud of you. I'm super duper proud of you.
So this is why I call myself money maker, because I'm gonna get it by any means. By any means, like, yeah. It's like that.
Y'all, let me tell you, it's nothing like a mother with a made up mind, honey. She gonna do what she gotta do. She'll change her life. She will adjust.
Okay.
She will get some fight up in herself. She'll get some fight by herself. Okay. She was
And
super
they call
quiet
me
when
a
we was
Karen.
little.
They always call me Karen, but it's not being a Karen. It's just that you know what you want.
Yeah, you
know what you
speaking up
want.
for yourself now instead of letting people run over you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of times, especially when when you growed up like a little church girl, you be letting everybody else run your butt over, run you over till you a flat pancake.
Right. That's why
And
I tell people all the time, listen, I cuss, but I love God. But listen, that ain't gonna get me from off you. That ain't gonna get me from off you. I promise you, because God know when I turn up, it's a turn up time. So
let me tell you, let me help somebody. Cause see, Danielle was quiet for real when we was little. This why rule one. I'm a talker by nature. Rule one: you never play with the quiet people. Like push them into a corner because honestly, when they get tired, they're tired, and you will get your behind hurt. You be friends with the
facts.
people that's quiet, okay? Because let me tell you, when you push their buttons to the limit, is no coming back because those are the type of people honestly y'all let things build up, and this is just from my observation. That's why now I thank God I have the level of self-control that I have, because I talk, but when it's time to fight, I'll throw them hands so super quick, it's
That's
ridiculous.
big facts.
So it's like now, yeah, let me laugh, let me walk away, let me learn how to say what I'm gonna say, because I done had enough of that, and that's over. And God bless you, because I'm like I represent, the kingdom. I'm a woman of God, but I'm like, you know what? You're not about to treat me any kind of way because I say I'm a woman of God. You're not going to treat me any kind of way because of how you think I may treat you. When at the end of the day, I don't look to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't intend to hurt nobody. But you ain't gonna hurt me either. How about that? You ain't about to hurt me.
Girl. This what is it? Let me tell you something funny. This how you know people will try you until it's time for you to beat them up. And then I'm working on my cussing, so I'm trying
Thank
not
you.
cuss. So you hear me saying freaking, you already
Yeah, I know what's up. I appreciate it.
I swear. But yeah. So me being in the club, the girl just kept picking like why are you picking on little on me? So remember I told you I used to have the little ponytail in my head, no lashes on, no makeup on, just me.
Little
Bald
Southern
face.
girl.
So my baby daddy girl, baby mama, she was like, yeah, that be this, and that third. Her big old forehead. She bald headed this, bald headed that. I don't give a F. I don't give a F. I'ma beat her up. Girl, that went on about 3 or 4 years. One day, she tried to fight me, but I think DT, you know DT, right? DT, DT had was like, y'all might as well fight. So we went out the door. We couldn't fight because the police was out there. So, girl, one day somebody called me and was like, you want to do a fight night? Girl, who didn't turn that down? Girl, I went straight to that fight night. What date? When? What time? When I need to be ready? Yeah. So, girl, I went. Everybody had shirts on, screaming her name. And I was like, what? So
they already think she gonna win.
Like Strawberry, all them from Pinehurst that came out. Girl, all of them screaming, talking about, get her, daddy, get her, daddy. Done beat her in front of everybody. Man, they looked so whack. because all of them had dang on shirts on that same night,
Lord.
talking about team this, team that. Dang, ain't no team money maker. Oh, not everybody want to start talking to me after I done won that fight.
You know you gotta prove point proven. Look, point proven.
Now y'all gonna put some respect on my name. Okay? Put some respect on my name. Cause money maker ain't nothing to play with.
Y'all gotta give
I'm
up.
gonna just say this. Danielle ain't nothing to play with.
Y'all gotta show us some love. See where the Lord done brought us from. You made me just remember something that I forgot about. Where was y'all fight night at? Like, where was that at?
That was at the States.
What side of town?
It was on Blended Street, where Club Main Event used to be at.
What's so crazy? I remember this in my younger days before I had a child. They did the same thing. They had a fight night. I was involved in, girl.
Oh my God.
I be laughing so much because you just never know where God'll have you. You know, he'll take you from fight nights to, okay, now you being a civilized adult, okay? Because I completely forgot about this particular fight night that we had. It was off Fontaine Road, though. It was off Fontaine Road. And I'm talking about legit had the boxing ring and everything. I really forgot about that. Lord, I thank you. Oh my goodness, girl, you made me think back. Like that's probably over 50, like about 15 plus years ago. Yeah, that was, oh my goodness. So y'all, this is honestly why we come on here to just kind of share and chop it up. I always let everybody know, like, there's nothing wrong with sharing what you have with another woman. There's nothing wrong with respecting another woman. We are definitely reclaiming our pearls. We're definitely bossing up, and it's just some conversations that we have to be able to have so we can have the level of respect that we need as we desire to go forward in business. If we want to grow, it don't matter what level you're on. It don't matter where you come from. When you open yourself up to have those transparent conversations, then you can gain some insight, and then you can really grow. Your people can know that you care about them. Your people can know that you respect them. And when somebody know that you respect them, then they know that you hear them. That was Danielle. That was our special guest tonight. She just had some things that she definitely wanted to share on how she just looked at some of the treatment that she was treated, how she was treated in her journey in the hair industry. It's certain things that people accept, certain things that people allow, and certain things that honestly should be off limits. So depending on how you operating in business, make sure that you're doing the best to operate in excellence. Okay. If you got people that is on your team, if you really want to build, you got to know how to build good partnerships, good relationships with people. You can't go around mistreating people, dogging people out, and you can't go around honestly trying to sabotage people and talk bad about people that's trying to do you good. It's a well-known fact that a lot of people are looking for better customer service in the black business, the black business arena. You cannot pick and choose who you want to treat well and who you want to mistreat. Carry yourself as such, even if it may not be yours per se. One of the things that we was always told, which is the Girl Scouts honor, leave a place better than you found it. You know what I'm saying? Treat it as if it was your own, because one day if you want your own, are you going to want somebody to be you? Would you want to have a partner like you? Would you want to have an employee like you? Would you want somebody to mistreat and talk to people any kind of way if that's what you're doing to other people? So pay attention to that type of stuff, you guys. So that way we can really represent well, especially as black businesses. We don't have to act like it's not a situation. It's a situation going on. A lot of people want to be business owners, but they don't want to do the work that it takes, and they don't want to have the level of humility that it takes to honestly be a business owner. So don't hate on your business owners. Business owners don't hate on your booth runners or your partners and your employees. That is insanity. But treat those people well. Treat them how you would want to be treated. And guess what? Even if they don't appreciate you, do what you need to do to get in the classes and the training so you can even boss up in that area, because maybe you need to learn how to let people go. If you do not know how to properly let people go, you don't have the systems, the policies, the procedures in place to know how to do it, because I know sometimes people do not know how to even deal with hostile environments, because things can get hostile in the removal of somebody or something that is toxic from your environment, or even removing yourself from a toxic environment. So if you need any assistance in that, be sure to contact the Brave Boss. I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. The goal is to be able to make better connections, build better relationships, and help women in business. Okay. The areas that I do work in as a kingdom coach is life, ministry, and business. And if you really want to grow, if you need that guidance, you need that mentor, you need that business coach, then feel free to contact me. Okay. Me along with my partners, we are more than capable to be able to help you grow into the businesswoman or man that you desire to be. It is a Wednesday though, and I pride myself in, just serving the community. If you go to iamtiffany.org, you will have a chance to get on a call, okay? And then we can kind of discover some of what it is you're trying to do, discuss some of your needs, and see how we can meet these needs for 2022. It does not matter if you're a beginner entrepreneur, if you're a beginner business owner, if you've been in the industry for a minute, if some of the things that we talked about you could relate to, some of the things that you would like to improve on. These are what we need to definitely begin discussing. If this is some of the things you would like to address inside of your business, inside of your establishment, because you want to nip it in the bud, but maybe you don't have the rapport or the respect that you need within the community that you have established, then again, we can have that conversation as well, and we can work on some in-house training for you. I am super excited about doing that, and we all do know. Let's continue to reclaim our pearls. If you would like to become a sponsor, please don't hesitate to comment. And we got our guests back. You went out real quick. You went out.
Girl,
What happened to
I
your
actually
device?
had a phone call. I'm trying to deny her call, and she done called me on FaceTime. I'm like, oh gosh.
So I was actually letting the people know what we had going on, and before we get off of here, I do want to give you the opportunity to let people know where it is, if they want some hair services from you, because that is what you're currently doing full time. If they may want, because Christmas is this weekend, so do you have any availabilities? Where can the people find you?
Well, I take walk-ins all day, every day. But if you want to make an appointment, shoot, we could make sure we book your appointment. You get there on time. You get in the chair. If I'm dealing with somebody, then gonna have to wait until I get done with that one, and I'll catch you when she leaves. But other than that, yeah, I'm available all week.
How do you
I'm
book?
gonna do, huh?
How do you book? How do you take them?
Oh
They
no, they
call
could
you. You
probably
gotta
inbox me because I don't do no style seats and not like that. You just
do.
text me or inbox me or whatever, and do it like that. But I specialize in natural hair. I do a lot of braids. I do a lot of sew-ins. I do a lot of flat irons, and I do put like a little color in the tips of dreads or like your hair or whatever like that. But other than that,
Let
everything,
them know
everything.
what you got an IG too. Do you have an IG?
I do got an Instagram, but I don't really post on it. I do got an IG. But I think it's called Danny Styles or Danny N Styles. I don't
Well,
know.
send them to the one that they're gonna be able to contact you, just in case if they want to book an
Yeah,
appointment.
I'd rather for you to contact me on Facebook because that's where I'm basically on. Like I don't be on Instagram like that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what is it on Facebook? Danielle Kelly.
Danielle Kelly,
Hmm.
DANNIELL, Kelly KELLY. Oh,
Yes.
and if you got kids, little boys, little girls, send them on to me. I breed them. It doesn't matter what age they are. They're going to love Auntie Danielle because Auntie Danielle gonna make sure they straight and they walk up out of there happy. I'm gonna have probably a doggone piece of candy or something, some way, hiding for the kids. Okay. And I
And
don't care nothing about them crying, because when they walk in my shop, they ain't gonna cry. And if they do cry, listen, it's only a piece of nap they gonna cry about. We gonna make sure. Auntie babies ain't gonna cry throughout the whole doggone time.
that's
But
right.
yeah.
You want to leave them with anything before we close out?
Stay ready. You ain't got to be ready. Okay. I always tell myself, like, cause I'm so late. I be late on everything. So yeah. But
That's
nah,
how when
for
she
real.
there, she there. When she there, she there. Just walk on in, cause let's get it.
Okay. Listen, I always be on point. Sure. I remember when I used to be in school, my teacher, Miss Rowe, she used to say that all the time. Man, it's life is good. I love my life. I love my life. I don't regret anything I did. Like anything. Anything. I don't regret nothing. Like, but life is great. Stay positive and don't let nobody energy rub off on your energy. If your energy good and peaceful and like on point, then you stay on point. Don't let nobody get you out your character and make you feel like you got to buck up at them every time. Like, nah. Cause that means that every time you got to buck up, you're gonna have to buck up on everybody else. So like you don't want to be around that energy. And energy is really, really big. Cause people out here is so rude and will make you go there. Will make you go there. But if you're trying to be a changed person and you're trying to do something positive with yourself, cross that negative energy away from you. And that's when you just don't be around them people. Because at the end of the day, like they don't need to be in your company. You don't need to be in their company. You need to be in some boss company. Like some people just they're just not right. So stay positive, stay safe, and stay blessed
Well,
for
I hope
real.
y'all enjoy our guest tonight. I definitely enjoyed you coming on here, Danielle, aka Danny, Miss Moneymaker. Okay. And I appreciate you being here on Wednesday. So basically, I'm crushing on you, girl. You killing it. I'm super proud of you.
Oh,
I
thank
am
you.
here, of course, to support you in your endeavors in any way, even after we hop off of here, whatever I can do to help you accomplish any of your goals that you shared tonight. I'm dead serious. I'm with it. I want to see every woman win. I don't want to waste none of my oil. I want
Right.
to do whatever I can do to serve those that want what I have, so that way y'all can do what you need to do for you and your family and be who it is God has called you to be. So I'm grateful to have you today. Be encouraged, and yeah, surround yourself with more like-minded people so you can really begin to walk in the fullness of what God has for you, because I believe the best is yet to come.
All right. So let me
Mm,
get myself together, girl. I might be on my way to Atlanta. So
okay,
I
well,
can see
drive
you.
safe.
All right, love bug. See you too.
Uh,
I'll call you later.
okay, love you.
All right, girl. Love you too.
So that's how we wrap up. Basically, like I said, we are reclaiming our pearls, periods. So get yourself together, get yourself surrounded around like-minded women, get yourself in a position to where you can even apply and celebrate the next woman for their wins. Like that's super big. Sometimes we are worst critic, so we minimize the great things that we do, but that's super big from coming from a place of this is what you knew to do, then this you did that, and then now you want to do better, especially even being a single mother. Like, it's moms out here doing what they got to do by any means necessary. But when you begin to tap back into the things of God and just operating in integrity and just being transparent and sharing, like, so that way you can know, like, this what's going on, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be like that. I want to be the best that I can be, I'm saying, in a professional way. You got to respect that. I'm saying? So give yourself a pat on the back. If you would like to be a sponsor on the I Am Tiffany podcast, please let me know. And if you need the details for that, just write in at iamtiffany.org because we are bringing more to you. I cannot wait until the first of the year because our first guest for the This Girl is on Fire is Miss Kanae, okay? And she's super royal. This queen is putting in all kind of work, and that's one of our guests that's going to start us off at the top of the year. So if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't clicked the notification button, let me tell you, you're not going to want to miss it because we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. So if you are in the beauty industry, if you're a braider, if you're a barber, if you're going to do it like a boss. Again, I am the braid boss. I got the blueprint. If you're a single mother, if you're tired of getting a runaround, if you're tired of getting ripped off, if you're tired of not having the confidence that you need to do what it is you want to do in this industry, and you need to be a boss by the top of the year, you need someone that can mentor you. You need somebody that can coach you. You need somebody that can care for you. You want to get with I Am Tiffany, okay? Because empower, impact, ignite, that's what you're going to get every time I click this button. It is too much sauce over here, honey. So if you need it, come and get it, okay? So we can all just walk through 2022 drip thing, okay? Drip, drip, okay? Drip, drip. That was a joke they used to play on people when they had a Jerry curl. Follow the drip, follow the drip, follow the drip. Boy, y'all know. Boy, that right there, that follow the drip. Mine ain't drip because it was dry. My Jerry curl didn't drip because it was dry, honey. So I do want to let every mother know, stay tuned, or those that don't know how to maybe do and style their own hair, stay tuned because you will get an opportunity to learn how to do so. And if you are interested, if you made it to this part of the video, then just go and write in. And then let me know that you're interested, but stay tuned because we'll have more of that. If you're just trying to learn how to braid, okay. And again, thank y'all for tuning in. Good night. I will catch y'all later.